The heat. It's honestly, it's so hot that like March and April, I do not go outside. It is way too hot for me. Unless I'm going mudu, I am inside AC 16 turbo. Like the heat is crazy in this country. Like I cannot wait for the first like yellow alert with rain. I can't wait. My first trip, definitely not. Like I loved it because I was very much a tourist. It was the first time I was here. Everything was amazing, everything was beautiful. But definitely like when I moved here, yeah, of course there were times where I cried and I wanted to go home, but we're now past that. We're in good times now. Yeah, we're good. A 100%. I'm still dealing with the skin damage from when I was, working as a full-time excursion guide every single day, mudu, 8 hours a day in the sun. And there's one specific moment where I went to South Ari to swim with the whale sharks. This was the first time I had ever seen a whale shark. So I was so excited, I just forgot to wear sunscreen. And that was over 4 years ago, and I'm still doing treatments, especially on my nose, to repair the skin. Do not do this. Put your sunscreen on. You're gonna regret it. Don't come in.
Why?
Because I'm dull and I'm a kamana. Don't come in. For sure. Oh, I miss the snow. I miss the snow. It's so beautiful. And I genuinely I think what I miss the most is just the seasons, like having fall, spring, summer, and winter, because here it's either hot or it's raining, There's no like beautiful day with breeze and, so that's definitely what I miss. And to go off the Tim Hortons, you did a very good job on your research there. Of course I miss Tim Hortons, but I think in general, I just miss having like a lot of different food options. Like, I can get anything I want at any time of the day, 24/7, because I live in a big city. So that's probably what I miss also. My family. My husband. Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, everybody knows I like rihakurudia, like this is like no surprise, but I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I can't think of something that surprised me. But maybe actually the rihakurudia, because by looking at it, it kind of just looks like a cold, creamy soup with like leaves in it. Like, I don't know, maybe aesthetically it doesn't look that pleasing. So I don't think I really like gravitated towards that at the start. And then when you taste it and you're like, oh, Varamiru. It's delicious. So maybe that one surprised me. Well, I used to eat a lot of fihunamas, grilled fish, and I loved it, but I did have a very traumatic experience. I laugh because it's my response, but it was actually traumatic. I got a fish bone stuck in my throat. And it wasn't like a small bone, it was quite big. So this was very traumatic, and I'm never eating faromas ever again. And even tuna, I really struggle. Even though I know there's no bones, just like fish in general, I just get really nervous. So I only really eat mastalu. Ooh, good question. I think there's a time and a place for a hedika, like it's definitely sits in the stomach quite heavy, but I feel like if you have friends or if I have people visiting the island, for sure we're gonna go have hedika, like delicious. That's a very good question. I feel like probably his love for diving. Like I've also always loved the ocean, but Pico is like hama mudukari. Like he he loves the ocean, and he's probably taught me the most about the ocean, and because of that, like, I think that really connected us. So probably the ocean. Probably me to his Maldivian ways. But he's, you know, I think that's obviously the biggest struggle, being in a relationship with two different cultures, but he's done such a great job. Like, for example, the air conditioning, like right now we have it pumping at 16, and that's how I live in my house. When I met Pico, he was sleeping with a fan, and I was like, absolutely not. And now he's also sleeping with air conditioning. So yeah, there was like certain things specifically, like, you know, vara lasvi, these types of things. I'm like, in Jen's world, there's no lasvi. Like in Canada, you cannot be lasvi. So he had to learn these things. Now he's Hama Pro. I mean, probably just the language, you know, like Vavo Atoll is very Italian tourist, so there's a lot of people who speak Italian, and when I met Pico, he was primarily speaking Divehi and Italian, so his English really grew as we became like more of a couple, and then my Divehi, of course, too. So, you know, there's some words that I say in Divehi, and he's like, you can't say that. And I'm like, what do you mean? So he teaches me these things, and then I help him with his English also, because mostly his grammar struggles, but my Divehi grammar struggles. So we misunderstand each other sometimes, you know? I think that it's a paradise, you know? A lot of people, when they come and visit me, they say, oh my God, Jen, you live in paradise. You're so lucky. And that's just really not the reality, right? Like, yes, it's a beautiful country and we are so lucky to have such gorgeous mudu and islands and the people, but you know, behind the scenes, every day, there's more than just the beautiful mudu, and there's real life here and real struggles. So that's probably the biggest misunderstanding that people, you know, think of me. Oh, for sure. Oh my God. But they're so much fun. Like, this energy in Bodobero is so beautiful. And actually, that is something that I experienced on my first trip in Maldives. And that was something that was like, wow, like the culture was so shining in the Bodobero. And in Vavu specifically, there's like this old group of men who do the dancing and the singing, and they're so Hama old school. Like, it's incredible, amazing, very loud, and they have a lot of fun, but it's entertaining. You can dance, you can try, having the time of your life. Ooh. Dancing Queen, ABBA, anything ABBA, honestly. Like, I listen to it on the way here. Like, it's just like pump up, you know? I think, you know, what I've kind of talked about it a little bit before is that I'm very in the tourism sector, and as great and as amazing as that is, I was constantly like on for guests, and you know, to turn that off was also very important for my mental health. So when I started doing TikTok, I was really looking to connect with locals and have more experiences in the local community, and it's really, like, it's honestly changed my life. Like, I didn't even know where to buy things in Malay up until 2 years ago, you know? Like, I feel Hama Divehi, I'm like a Divese Miharu, you know? Like, it's so nice. I never in my wildest dreams could have thought that content creation would make me feel so accepted. And I'm really so blessed, yeah. I did a video, it was a voiceover. I was cooking lunch for my in-laws on a Friday, and I described how two cultures come together and that it can be a really beautiful thing, how I wish people could be more kind. And it has like 1.4 million views, which I did not expect that. And not only in Maldives, like Hama worldwide, tons of comments. Like, it was a little bit overwhelming for sure. That one I didn't expect to go viral, but then a lot of my like dancing videos in Divehi, or, you know, when I walk around my house and I sing little snippets of songs, like, you guys love that one. So yeah, I mean, I think now I know what kind of goes viral and what you guys like. I mean, in a very weird way, I actually keep my business, the foundations of my business off TikTok, and that's primarily because I share the business with my husband, who is not on TikTok. We do a lot more work on our Instagram. My TikTok is more about Jen. It's like my spotlight, but I do take you guys behind the scenes on Jimmy's trips. Like I do try and promote what we do over on my TikTok as well. And I'm getting a lot of locals. Like it's awesome. The locals are coming to Felido, and that's actually what I wanted with Jimmy's, is that, you know, locals deserve to travel affordably in this country as well and see beautiful spots. So, you know, I do like Eid packages, I do chutti packages, and I'm really trying to encourage locals to come. So just even from my own personal TikTok, people who follow me know that I am a co-owner of the company, and then they reach out. So it's nice. Hasinata, come on! Hasinata. I don't even remember how we really started with Hasinata. I think she was in the background of one of my videos. She was like walking with an umbrella, and I was like, oh, I love this woman, guys. She's so cute. Then you guys all commented like, we love Hasinata. Hasinata, like, vara lobive. So I was reading the comments, and I was like, wait, maybe everybody wants to see Hasinata. And then a star was born. Muro muro hadani Hasinata. That's a good question. I think it really depends. Like my cooking TikToks, honestly, they take a while. It's not only the cooking, but it's also the editing, which takes a very long time. And also just the planning that goes into the cooking, you know? Like I think about things that I've made before, things that I haven't made before. Sometimes people see me eating a cookie and they're like, can you do the recipe for that? So I really like also look into the comments. And then of course, you know, I do work with brands for cooking also. So that takes time. You gotta shoot, you gotta edit, it's gotta go for approval. Once it's approved, you know, it goes back on TikTok. But I would say on average, it takes about 2.5 hours to shoot. Kobakihine, Rangaluta, Satega Fansas, Kikurani, Kontakdani, Kochekani. Ooh, that's a great question. You know, maybe kids. Kids would be nice. I would love to expand my business and travel more. You know, I love Maldives. I love it. I love going to the different islands, primarily more local islands. I love talking to Maldivians. So if I can get the chance to travel a little bit more, I would love to do that. There's so much to explore.